All right.
I really need to start making better notes.
I mean, you don't need to. We have the VODs for specifically that reason.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's for my own personal reasons.
True.
Right?
True.
The latest note I have is where I get the cigarettes.
Yes.
When was that?
A while ago.
14th September.
For
14th September.
For us
Oh,
humans outside the game, it was a while ago, and for the characters, it's been a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
My latest note is guess will steal the book now.
Well, you have to go back in to the district of the departing fields to see what's going on with that first. And for that, we left off with this in mind, with the two of you guys separating from Kaida and Thern after, well, as the festival was coming to a close for the night. So, which way would you be going? There are many ways into the district.
So is there a way to be less than 500 feet away from where we are supposed to go, but still be outside of the district?
Unfortunately not. Where you're going is the Archives of Finality, and that is like
yeah, it's in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle, like 400 meters from the edge at the closest point.
Right, but so wait.
Are the door, what's it called? I guess the gates, yes. The gates protecting this district, are they see-through or are they wood?
They are portcullises. They can be seen through, but they are meant to be secure.
Okay. So that means something like Dimension Door would get us through there.
Yeah, I mean, Dimension Door is where I know of the place, if I can just, see the space in my head, I can keep there if it's within range.
Grimwell, did you watch the VOD of last week?
No.
Okay. We can catch you up on that in a little bit.
I've gotten a bit of catch up with the PDF.
Yeah, but there's also a thing. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So there are, just as a reminder, there are gates if you have the map open. There are gates going in through any of the blue roads. On the top, on the sides, and on the bottom.
That makes sense.
We need the Archives of Finality, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
So both of the west gates would make the most sense.
Yes. So you see that green line that is like in the middle of, it goes from the Book of Finality and then Archives of Finality and then out to the wall.
Yes.
Could I, Grunwald, be outside of the wall around that road?
Sure. Let me just check where that is. We go to the bigger map, and that is in the Academy District.
Yeah, could I like try and figure out where I am, even though I'm beyond the wall?
You can make a survival check with advantage.
That is +2, 21.
21. Yes, you can. Given that the academy doesn't usually take holidays, there's a few people milling about even at the later hour of the day, and you can ask for help even if so you wish, but you can find yourself with reasonable certainty that you are on the other side of that street.
Right. And how far to the archives did you say it was?
A few hundred meters.
It's within the reach of the dimension door, right?
A few hundred meters. Dimension door has a range of feet.
I can't convert in my head.
It's like 3 to 1, something like that.
10 meters are 3 feet.
And no, those are some big feet. If that's the case.
So 500 feet is 152 meters.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
10 feet is 3 meters. I mixed it up.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, so 500 is 152.4 meters.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
something like that.
gotcha.
So that'll get you right maybe on the other side of where the marker is for the Spectre Fields.
Yes, yeah, I would assume so. So, Christoph, are you just blindly following Grimwald at this point?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're talking about this out loud.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
at
what
least
do you
with
see?
some level of privacy.
Yeah.
So what you see is Grimwald being, that maniac old fool, and like, this is the spot. You ready?
What? No, wait, what?
And I grab Christoph's shoulders, and then I dimension door to that spot.
Okay. So, you dimension door out from the streets of the academy, and into the Spectre Fields, which, as the name may imply, are similar to the Silent Hill part of this district. Not so much filled with buildings, but more of a garden sort of area. There are still, of course, streets and blocks designated as such. There are a few small buildings here and there. Make perception checks, both of you, please.
Also, do I keep the
For now, we do it this way. It's what level?
fifth.
Fifth.
Fourth,
no, you do
fourth.
not keep it. I rolled
Fourth.
12.
Okay, even though I said fourth.
Yeah, well, 12 is not
Okay.
good enough for either.
All right. Perception, say.
14 for me.
14. Okay.
That's another 21.
21. Okay. So, Christoph, it's not just because it's October, but it is a little spooky out here at night. There is a certain level of activity about Grimwald. You do notice once again the lizard-like creatures in the distance, just patrolling, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see them? Or just Grim?
It'll take you a little bit to see them.
Okay.
All right. Well, I am going to start, stealthily approach the archive, trying not to be seen by anything that I can.
Okay. One of you, I assume you're both stealthing. So what I'm going to do is ask one of you to make a stealth check and another to make an investigation. You choose.
Actually, before that, I would like to grab Grim's hand and just say a few arcane words and cast invisibility at 3rd level to make us both invisible.
Well, there you
And
go.
this time, I will not let go of his hand. I will keep holding it, so we will not be lost.
How audacious.
Indeed.
So still, one of you make a stealth check at advantage because of visibility, and the other investigation.
I can take investigation,
I'll take stealth.
seeing how I have disadvantage.
18 stealth.
18 stealth, okay.
23 investigation. It's a nat 20.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So, 18 stealth. Given that you are invisible, you end up taking a few more risks, I would say, when dealing with the lizard creatures. The thing about invisibility is that it does not mask scent. Thankfully, the creatures are not very smart, and the district is not the best smelling on account of all the dead bodies. So while you do have a few close calls, you end up skirting on by the lizard creatures, which, for investigation, they do seem to be somewhat better organized. You get the sense that, and we're going to be tapping into the warfare knowledge, they are being organized into some kind of unit.
I see.
But you managed to make it to the start of the main buildings in the Archives of Finality without very much issue. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna whisper to Kristoff.
Mm-hmm.
How long is invisibility going to last?
It's 1 hour. I don't know how much time has passed right now.
No more than a few minutes.
Then I'll just say, we've got about an hour, a bit less. Should we keep it up, or for now go and open?
I would try diplomacy before we actually steal it.
Did you upcast invisibility? Yes, you did, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, no roll for that.
No.
So if you could, make us visible again, that'd be great.
Of course. I dismiss invisibility.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead.
So what?
I don't
turn
know.
robot for a sec.
Oh, no, just go ahead what you were going to do.
Okay, yeah, no, so I'm going to go inside where we were last time, basically, and
you try the door and find that it is locked.
I'm gonna knock.
Make a perception check, please.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You hear the faint sounds of someone approaching, trying to make as little noise as possible, but not quite being able to.
From behind me?
No, from inside. And eventually a voice asks, "Who's there?"
What's my god's name again?
Ayun.
Ayun. The light of Ayun. I answer.
You hear the sound of several locks being unbolted as you are rushed inside by a significantly more stressed individual than you saw last time. He is come in quickly.
I go inside.
I follow.
What are you doing here?
How?
Well, we have, we've come up with a plan, but we need a book.
Specifically, the one detailing the Nagas and the Yonti.
Right, yeah, I remember. I know you warned about it, but I didn't quite expect it to be so sudden.
I can copy it if you want to. I just need information for our group. It's really important.
No, it might be better to take it out before they realize we still have it. Here, come with me. And he takes you back to the secure part of the archives. Let me... Okay. He tells you... Because the thing... The battle with the bone creatures and the other Yuan-Ti, it was the previous day for him, and so something went down. Apparently, he tells you how the lizard creature patrols have increased their frequency, and a few other different Yuan-Ti have been spotted by some of the people in this district.
I'm gonna ask him if he and or others are capable of fighting.
Not me personally, not as such. Some of the higher ups maybe, but they're not here. This is not the center of faith, shall we say.
Yeah, I understand.
If anything, we're lucky that being not very important helps us avoid detection by the snakes.
Yes. It would probably be best to evacuate this place as soon as possible. I have a feeling a war is coming.
Yeah, we are planning
some of the people at the court and the plaza are already working on that. I hear. Might be difficult given the guarded walls and all that, but well, the city walls do lead directly to the outside, so worst case scenario, we can just hide there. Anyway, here is the one you asked for. Hand you over the book.
I flipped through just to make sure it's not a fake.
Make an investigation check.
I'm rolling really high today.
That
is another 21.
Another 21, nice. Yes, it is a fake, and it is complete.
It is a fake.
No, it is not a fake.
Oh, okay. Scared me for a second. Alright. I put it in my back.
While you're at it, if you can keep these safe as well, hands you two other pretty thick tomes. They relate the history of the Empire. We don't want to lose them, and copying is not like the safest option at this time.
Alright. So what's the names of these 3 books?
They don't have names per se. They have, they don't have titles. They have names of people. Because the way things work around here is that people's life histories are recounted, right?
Right. Yeah. Right.
So the one that you have for the rituals and stuff is of a particular individual who had this knowledge, and the other two that he is giving you are like more history books compiled from other people's memories, basically. Not so they're just history 1 and history 2.
Gotcha.
How many people are still here in this building?
In the building?
The archives. I'm sorry. I asked him.
Well, in all of the archives, there's maybe like 50 of us.
Oh, that's a lot more than we can smuggle out.
Yeah, it's not the most convenient thing. Not all of us are capable of magic. Me and some of the others are working with some of the people at the court. Really, you don't have to worry about us, but it is nice to have the sentiment at least.
Yes.
Do you have someone capable of sending magic?
Yes. Not a person per se, but I have the. He pulls out a carved stone. It is pretty general purpose. It has limited uses, but it works for when we need it.
If you come under attack and you feel you can't defend yourself, you may call upon us. We will try our best to help you out.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
All right. I guess it's time to go back to rest now. You be safe.
You as well.
My eye won't be upon you.
He returns the blessing. So now heading out. Back the same way you came in?
Yeah, yes. No, actually, yeah, upper turn gate.
Like the north or the northwest?
Northwest.
Northwest, okay. I believe that is still out in the academy. Let me just check. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Okay. Well, once again, I would like you to make another one stealth and another investigation.
And once again, I upcast invisibility and hold Grim's hand. Ooh. It's a 22 on stealth.
Nice.
It's only actually this time it's a 21 on invest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So heading out that way, you make your way through Wanderer's Rest, Balmer's Plaza, and the Spirit Glade finally, before heading out on the Spirit Glade, which is it looks more like a swamp than it does part of a city. There's a few lights here and there that just seem to exist throughout the trees. You do encounter again a patrol of lizard creatures, headed by another yuan-ti of the snake bottom half variety. It's kind of hard to get a look at them because they're not using any light, and so you have a bit of a hard time making out who they are and what the deal is, but you have the information, unless you would like to do anything.
I am just gonna go towards the exit.
You are getting close to where the gate is, and the gates are still guarded by the fake royal guard.
I'm gonna whisper to Christoph. Do you have a means of misstepping outside?
I do. However, I don't have dimension door. I have short range only.
Yeah, same. Hence why we went for the door, right? It's see-through, portcullis.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to be quick.
Indeed.
All right. We guess we sneak up as close to the gate as we possibly can without being spotted, even though we're invisible.
Sure. Make another stealth check.
Both or one?
Just one.
16.
16. Okay. The UNT patrol with an officer passes you by, similarly ignoring the smell, which would otherwise call you out. The guards obviously don't see you, they don't hear you. There is some activity on the other side. One of the towers is nearby to this gate. Towers of the Academy, that is.
Right. Yeah.
Which one is that, actually? Let me verify my maps.
More of go inside the jail, get something in, and then break out of the jail thing.
Did you do anything? Because I went away for a little bit.
No.
Okay. So, you find yourselves... Oh, look at that. Nearby to the Tower of Divination.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So,
how far away from the gate is the nearest crowd of people?
You can hear noise, but there isn't so much crowds per se.
Okay.
Although, given that it is a Friday in game, college students do like to party. So there is noise, but you can't quite see from this side where a crowd may be.
Okay.
So I have a weird question. Can Daisy chain to Mrs. Steps? Can I?
What do you mean?
So my Mrs. Step is from
race bonus?
Oh, no, feet.
Feet.
Fate
okay.
touched.
Oh, fate touched. Right.
So, yeah. So, but that allows me to do it once per long rest. But doesn't that also mean I can do it as a second level outside of that, or no?
You can.
Because you're a spellcaster, maybe. Let me verify. Let's check. Fate touch.
I'm fairly sure these spells also say you can also cast it with your own spell slots if you have any.
Yeah.
Let's verify. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Misty Step. Yeah.
Yes. So
there you go.
And I mean, I know it says it's a bonus action, but this would basically take my bonus action and action, basically. If you'll allow it.
I would not say that you can cast it twice in one turn. Is that what you're trying to say? I would say no.
Yeah.
But you can just cast it 2 different turns, essentially. We're not in combat, so it's not that relevant.
True. Depending on how, aggressive the guards are.
Also, Misty Step wouldn't... Oh no, it would break invisibility. Never mind.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Well, I would say you would need to make another stealth check, but without the advantage of the invisibility. To see if you can Misty Step to a location where they won't notice.
Right. So the stealth check is to find a spot where it won't notice me?
I mean...
Is that what you said?
When you Misty Step, it doesn't really... The spell itself doesn't make a noise, but you might find yourself in a location where you are startled by something and you might make noise involuntarily or something. So that is what the stealth check is for.
Fair enough.
Or I guess you... What's your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is 0.
0. Oh, okay. Because you know how sometimes you can roll like intimidation with strength. I would say roll stealth, but with intelligence instead. But it's +0, so just roll a d20.
Right. And okay, so I do not get disadvantage then.
No, because this is not moving. This is just teleporting to a safe location.
All right. That is 15.
15. Okay. Kristoff, you hear one of the guards say, whatever.
I've also got an idea.
Yes.
I would like to just Misty Step, basically max range, hoping to be somewhere on the street.
Okay.
And once I'm there, just pretend like I'm a drunk student, kind of drunk walking home.
Okay, so...
Maybe if I make a noise, just mask it up as like me drunkenly slamming into a wall or something like that.
So you make a deception check instead.
Let's go. I think I'm good at those.
You think you're good at those?
I am. 19.
19. Okay. Doing that, appearing in the street and immediately acting drunk, you take a quick look at the guards who just... They are keeping a lookout. You don't get the sense that they're paying you any close attention.
Perfect. Can I? Do I find Grim?
Sure, you can find each other. I don't see why not.
Okay.
I mean, both of us has the same max range, so...
Yeah, and also that was kind of the point.
Yeah. Alright. Do you know where the others are hiding?
Do I know where the others are hiding?
I mean, you have some ideas where they might be.
Yeah.
The city is big, but it's not that big. No,
so
actually,
if I recall correctly, we have the Silver Moon Inn as our base of operation, right?
There's that, and there's Theron's brewery.
Yeah, and
right.
Also, there's your safe house, but I don't know how much that will come in use.
Also, there's a quad safe house.
Yeah, but that is somewhat of a...
So yeah, if we want to find the others, we'd probably look at the inn or at Theron's place.
Right. Let's just go back to Munin, and then we can reconvene in the morning. I am not sure about the time, but you know.
Okay. Very
That
well.
sounds like a plan.
So, heading off to have a rest for the day. Ooh, look at this. Okay. As you are heading off to the day, what do you do with the books? You just keep them?
So do I have my own room at Silver Moon Inn?
You can, yeah. That can be arranged.
And does said room have a chest
There is
or anything to store personal
yes,
effects?
there is
basically.
storage for personal items.
So I'm gonna place them
it is
in the
equivalent
chest.
of a nice hotel room. Those usually have safes. This isn't quite that, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have it in the chest. But I'm going to read through one of the history books. The
The first
why
one or the
he
second
wanted
one?
to the first one.
First one. Okay.
Are they in chronological order?
Yes. Yes. The
So
way
then
these were
one.
compiled, they are made in chronology. So then what?
Then one.
Okay.
Because it's the first one, right?
Yes. It starts going off on how the empire got its start and the first kings, and it starts to mention something that Argenia had said before, that the current king had only a few years left, and that seemed like a weird thing to say, given that he's not that old. And then you read this first history books, and it mentions the curse / blessing that the kings and queens of the empire have, that after their heir is born, they have only like 20 or so years left of life to begin with. At least that's how it's described in the book.
Curious.
And it narrates some military conquests, expansion of territory, etc., etc.
Okay. And then the obvious question is, does it mention any snake people? Or Yuan-Tai?
Not by name, but it does track, because what I don't remember which one was it, but one of the Yuan-Ti did say that they had originated there in this area of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that as well. I just don't remember which one.
And there are some. Let me. Okay. Somewhere in the 300s of the Seventh Age, you do get a few battles against some named generals or commanders or whatever, that do sound like the names of Aquat and the other Yuan-Ti that you've heard named before. They sound similar. So you get the sense that that is what's going on. Or did.
Alright.
Mind you, that this is like 900 years in the past by this point in the world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how long am I spending on this book? Like, how
I don't know,
thick?
however you like. Very thick. Like 2, 3, 3.5 or so inches.
Well, at this point, I am, staying for a story.
Okay.
I started out of curiosity, and now I'm staying for the story.
I mean, it's just history as related to.
I know. I know, but I mean, Greenwald doesn't really know that much of past, you know. So
Also, given how it was written, you get some sense that some things might not be quite accurate, as it
yeah,
is made out of people's memories. And those, as you have learned from Kaida at least, can be somewhat manipulated.
yeah.
Still, eventually, you come to a long rest as we go into the next day. I'm going to officially move the calendar to the 6th of the month. However, as you are sleeping, Grimwald, you, in your dreams, you find yourself surrounded by water.
Oh no.
And there is a current that pulls you, not in any particular direction. It's more like you can feel the current around you just exerting pressure. And as you are floating there in this empty void, you then feel yourself surging upwards, and you find yourself in front of a giant water spout, hurricane, tornado, swirl of water shooting off in hundreds of directions.
Hurricane, tornado, what? Sorry, you
Yes.
might
a lot of
cut off after. Yes.
A lot of spiral moving water in many directions.
Okay.
And then calm. You are standing on the surface of a calm lake. The water is blue, like turquoise. There is no sky to speak of, it's just white. And you hear a voice. A strange, coming in from all directions voice. You are doing well, I see.
What? Who speaking?
You know who I am. I'm with you all the time.
Do I know who it is? Isn't it?
Well, you know, classical depictions of Ayun are of an old lady, you know, like an old wise woman. This doesn't.
Is this
quite
literally the
sound
lady
like
in the
that.
lake?
No.
Is this literally
no.
the lady in the lake?
Well, it doesn't
No?
sound like a lady,
Okay.
is the thing. It sounds somewhat reflecting of your own voice, like that of a young man. The voice continues. There are many dangers in this world. I see you're doing some part to protect from them. But what you see is not the end. The others may get mad at me, but I feel like it is time for the mortal people to advance a little bit more. And you receive flashes in your head as the water from being completely still begins to grow turbulent. You get flashes in your head of diagrams and information, blueprints. Make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh. Intelligence. Yeah. Alright. +0. +0. 18.
18, okay. The amount of information is overwhelming, and you wake up at that time. Looking out, it's still the night, like 3 in the morning. Still dark out. And you wake up sweating. And you have, all of a sudden, a lot of new information in your head. You can't quite process it yet. But you have received some... How do I say this? The information that has been given to you will help advance both humanity or the mortal races as a whole, as well as help you on your quest when you can parse it out and figure it out properly. As you go back to sleep, you do not dream again. Now you can ask your question.
So when I wake up, I have a question. Can I start dribbling, drawing like a maniac on different kinds of paper?
Sure.
Trying to write down everything I just got.
Yes. And you.
So whenever Christoph goes in to check on me, there's like paper everywhere in the room.
Looking like Charlie Day from Always Sunny with the papers and the string and the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you end up scribbling for what feels like hours and hours, but maybe in actuality only a few minutes. And you have covered at least one of the walls of the room in strange diagrams that don't yet make sense to you.
I am also while dribbling going to be smoking on the yellow cigarette.
No.
Okay.
Well, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That is 15.
15, okay. Let me... I didn't send anything regarding the cigarettes, did I?
No, you did not.
No. Not here. Not there. No, apparently I did not at all. Okay. So, while you were doing some of the scribbling consciously, you pass out eventually from different reasons, and you will wake up in the morning, and we will pick up there when we get to you next. Christoph.
Yes.
Anything for the night for you?
Yes, actually. I would like to ritual cast Detect Magic before going to sleep. And look at the... What's it called? The engraved coin I got from... I think it was Miss Sterling?
Engraved coin.
The Silver Moon Inn coin?
No, I've got...
No?
And I think it was Miss Sterling, and she called it a protective charm.
Oh. Maybe. I don't quite remember at this point. You cast Detect Magic, and you do get a magic essence of Abjuration.
Okay.
It's not very strong. It's just small charm.
Abjuration what's the school that generally focus on protection, right?
It does, yes.
Okay. That is enough for me. I do not need to investigate further. And, well, after waking up, I'll change my prepared spells, but that's it.
You wake up and going to check in on Grimwald. who
Yes.
has taken a little bit to wake up. And you ask around for which room he was given, and you go there and you knock. He doesn't answer. You knock again. He doesn't answer.
I go in.
Well, you
I
can't
try
go
to
in.
go
The
in.
doors are locked. But Mr. Higgin is very capable, so he unlocks the door for you.
What do I see?
You see Grimwald passed out on the floor, surrounded by strange colorful papers on the ground, and super weird scribblings on some parchment on the walls.
Don't forget the smoke of the cigarette.
And there is some residual smoky smell, which is super acrid. It is nasty.
So I rolled an 8 on my wisdom save.
No, you don't. You don't need to. This is just residual. It smells. I will say, Grimwald, to you it didn't smell that bad when you were smoking it, but the few hours that have passed since then have made the residue nasty.
Okay. I just take a very quick look at the papers if they mean anything to me.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh no. That's 18, I think. Yeah, 18.
18. It's not immediately clear what's what. You're not sure how much of this was the cigarette and how much of it was his own idea.
Okay.
Some of it looks like... I don't know if Christoph has seen blueprints for things as made by the School of Artifice in the Academy.
Highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
So it looks like some very abstract paintings.
Okay. Almost forcing myself to look away from them. I go check on Grim if he's okay. Checking for pulse. Is he still breathing?
He is still breathing. He is still alive. These things give you a hangover, is the thing, Grimwald. So you wake up a little groggy and not about yourself.
Oh,
how fun!
Yeah, basically, I'll check his body, and basically
drugs,
as he's about to wake up, I give him a wake up slap.
Ow!
That dealt 1 - 1 equals 0 damage.
Nice.
So wait, 1 - 1. Okay.
Unarmed strike, but -1 strength, 0 damage.
Yeah.
Ow!
Oh, come on, that didn't hurt.
No, not your slap. The headache. First off, Grimwald hasn't opened his eyes yet, and he's just laying on the floor in pain.
You still have like a little bit of dizziness from the cigarette, but just faintest bit.
Give me a sec.
Oh, I'm sure Mark has the worst drink for hangover. Uses raw egg, tastes like shit, but helps.
So like 2 raw quail eggs.
Where is it? No, I have it. Don't I have a spell for that?
I don't know, maybe. Lesser restoration?
Yeah. Hold on.
Definitely a cleric spell. Don't know if you have it prepared.
So, don't.
I mean, you can always
here's
ask.
the thing. I don't really know how to how the whole preparing spells for the next day work?
You just choose them basically as a cleric.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do it after a long rest, I believe. Immediately
Yes.
after.
Not immediately after, but
Yeah, so this is immediately after.
yes, you did after all that still manage to get your long rest.
Yes. I think that Grimwald is going to just prepare Lesser Restoration and cast it upon himself.
Okay.
He has other spells as well. But
normally or as a ritual?
those are from.
Or is it not a ritual?
It's a normal.
Okay.
Not level 2.
Well, you don't keep it. Still, you cast the spell on yourself, and it does alleviate some of the symptoms. However, as you open your eyes, you do see some of the lines on the wall that you have drawn. Some of them are glowing a little bit. Only to you, not to Kristen.
Fuck. I roll onto my stomach and sit on my knee just to look at what I've drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking back to the dream, remembering the dream. Right, that happened.
Yeah, tell me. I clap my hands together and slightly tip my head. What did happen last night?
I had a dream, Christoph.
Well, I dream a lot too, and I don't do. And I just point around the room.
No, but do you have a deity that you worship?
I am agnostic, so no.
Can you be agnostic? The gods
agnostic
definitely exist.
Agnostic is just I don't care, isn't it?
No, agnostic is I don't know.
Ah, fuck.
Indifferent. You can say indifferent.
I am indifferent, I guess.
Yeah, I had how do I say this? An outsider. An awakening sort of thing. And I got a lot of information. And I look around in the room. Do I spot out stuff that I wrote down or draw down from the smoke? And not from what I got from the god.
Make an intelligence check.
Right.
Or insight on yourself.
Yeah, insight is better, so that's 24.
Can I also roll insight on Grim?
Sure.
Oh no. 4.
4. You have no idea. Grim, you're not sure what the effects of the cigarette would have been without the dream. You get the sense that what you made on the floor is just like a continuation of what you were already doing. Because since you were already writing and doing stuff down when the effects of the cigarette hit, you just kept going, but without the divine guidance to help you, it just ended up looking like modern art.
Ah, I see. Well, so how do I explain this to an outsider? Yes. The art, believe it or not, is for myself. The rest, friend Christoph, is of divine power. Here to help us.
We've
been blessed. We've been blessed upon the powers of Ioun and Ioun is happy so far with our progress. But Ioun
Sure.
also felt like we needed some help.
Yeah. Let's just go with that, and not I had a crazy drug dream.
No. The drug came afterward.
Oh yeah, that makes it so much better. So you're just hallucinating, and on top of that, taking drugs.
Christoph, you also make an intelligence check.
Oh no. 13.
13. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if it's one thing or three things or seven things. You don't know what this is. It is just weird drawings on the wall, unlike anything you've ever seen before. They don't look like anything to you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Let's go with that. Let's just say that this was your god. How exactly is this supposed to help us? And I point broadly at the wall.
I can just imagine the scene right now. It's so funny. Sorry. Well, you see, and I look at the wall. Can I make heads or tails from it and try and explain it?
Make another intelligence check.
All right. Intelligent. Still +0, right? So that's 18.
18. Okay. Again, to you, some of these lines are glowing, so you can kind of connect a few of the disparate things, and maybe like some things that go inside another, and that thing connects to that thing, and something like that. You're not sure.
So can I take a paper and refine it, like draw only the glowing line?
You can do some revisions on your own work. It's still a few things that you're not quite familiar yet.
Well, Christoph, I do not know how to process all the information. The DLC is not bought yet. But it will come to me, and this will help us.
Sure.
And once it helps us, you will feel stupid for not believing in it.
I totally believe in it. Do not worry.
Next time on D&D, Grinwald invents the computer.
Have I ever not believed in you?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll just let you figure out whatever this is and check in. You come back when you're done here, and well, let's hope you haven't lost your mind by then.
Oh no, I'm more sane than everything, and than any time. I'm more sane now than I've ever been, my friend.
Sure. I go out of the room, and I start taking out a little silver wire and cast alarm around his door, specifically notifying me when he leaves.
Okay. Sure. Fair enough.
And after that I'll just go down and breakfast.
Okay.
So I have a question for Christoph.
Yeah.
So even though I didn't see you place the wire, right? How far down is the wire placed?
Oh, it isn't actually placed. You take the wire, you trace it around, and after that you just pick it back up.
Right.
I think you can notice it with a really good Arcana check. I'm not sure. I need to look it up.
I was just wondering because Grimwald floats now.
Oh, no! It's just a cubed
it's
area.
Yeah, no, the wire doesn't stay there.
Yeah. Okay. This is whoever crosses that line. Basically.
Yes, it can either make a noise or send a mental ping. And I guess Christoph decided to send a mental ping.
Got you.
Oh, actually, now that I'm looking at the spell, I specifically choose the door and not the area around it.
Right. Yes. Of course.
And I choose mental ping.
Yeah. Fair enough.
There we go. So if you leave through the window.
Yeah. So what you're saying is there's a way. No. So I'm going to meditate upon this and try and make heads or tails of the information. Trying to refine every thought from the dream I've had.
Sure. Well, always remember that you can always ask for help from some of the other people within the city. But for now, we can leave it there and pick up next time when we have maybe everyone, hopefully.
Sure.
Hopefully.
All right. Can you two make it next week?
Should be able to make it next week.
I can.
All right. Perfect. In any case, I'll ask on Friday as usual.